Okay, listen, you have herbs in your home already that are very beneficial, but you let the internet control you to thinking that you gotta have every Tom, Dick, and Harry from every Tom, Dick, and Harry because it's trending, okay? You have herbs in your home that can heal you, that can probably already, do whatever it is that you need assistance with. But you're not even focused on them. You're focused on getting every other herb that you see everybody else getting because you see them over here talking about ubalaka, lukalaka, and that works for them. And then you hear them talking about chukataka, chukataka over here, and you hear that it works for them. But now you got all these extra herbs around you just to say in conversation, oh yeah, I got that. But what you doing with it? What are you doing with it? Nothing. But having it on your counter or on a shelf behind you, maybe for a vlog or whatever. But you're not utilizing them. You're not utilizing them the way that you know you can because you know why you're trying to stay in the loop with everybody. It's okay. You're not gonna have every herb in the world. There's so much earth to be covered. That's like saying you tried every fruit on earth. You could travel the world and still miss out on trying fruits and herbs. There's a plethora of these things that are around us that um, you may or may not experience this lifetime. Um, so I'm here today to talk about you tapping in with the herbs that you're overlooking in your home that can help you out right now. Two herbs that I know out of the one, oh no, out of two of them, you probably have at least one that are great for a lot of what a lot of people are dealing with right now, which is we are high on inflammation, okay? Which salt and sugar are the culprits for. And let me tell you, I'm looking at myself, I'm using myself as an example, even from just my journey. I can tell you, I don't eat a lot, but I know the stuff that I have been encountering, um, I'm retaining a lot of salt and sugar. And see, Yon ain't been here in a minute, but Yon is chapping in. Um, the thing is, I'm not even eating a lot of processed stuff, but I'm speaking from my experience only with um, practicing the journey of releasing stuff or, letting stuff go, that whole moderation elimination. And then when I start to introduce stuff back, I have I want to say, a quicker relapse with or reaction with consuming that. So I blow up quicker from having salt. I blow up quicker from having the sugar. And again, these are not like it's processed, okay, but it's the agave process. It's the date sugar process. But I don't even have a lot of it. I do not. I promise you I do not. But when I have it, it sticks, okay? So the things that I know the two herbs are ginger and clove. Fresh ginger, not the powder, whole clove, not garlic ginger, the clove, the spice, okay? Um, you have one of those two or you have two. Both can help with inflammation. People usually use clove for their mouth because it helps with inflammation in the mouth and reducing soreness and swelling in your gums. And then ginger, you already know growing up, everybody wanted to have ginger ale and crackers. But the ginger ale that you was drinking was not the ginger that is actually able to assist with um, the inflammation. At least not in the way that actually ginger would, because if you really have the stability to suck on ginger, you a capital G. I ain't there yet, but I'm working because I could eat it. I could shred the ginger up in like a salad or in a dressing and have it like that. And I'll have maybe like pieces like that, but it's still being a little covered in something. But to have it straight, I ain't there yet, bro. Hold up. Um, so if you are dealing with that, I would suggest like boiling some ginger, boiling some clove, put the clove in your mouthwash. When you brush for you're making your mouthwash for when you brush your teeth. It's really quite simple for that. You can do whole cloves. I put drops of clove oil, essential oil in there. I put chlorophyll. I put drops of oil of oregano. What else did I put in there? I put a little drop of neem oil, and then on the rest of it is water. Shake it up. Shake it like a soap shaker, and that's your mouthwash. Um, you can chew on clove. Again, you have to, it's going to burn just a little. But listen, if you could drink alcohol and the stuff that is not going to help sustain life, where is my water? All the way over there. You can handle this, okay? But the point of this video is to show you that you do not have to spend 1,000 and trillion because it dollars to feel better. And then when you buy all these herbs anyway, you have them sit on your shelf like these paintings are sitting on the wall. You do not even use them. So what is the purpose of you getting them? Just to say you got it? Like, you want to be like, Kanye, just to be like, you ain't up on this? Like, what? What is it? Why? 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 Tell them. No? Okay. Yeah, but there's really no reason. Like, if you're going to have these herbs, you should be in your cabinet once a month rotating what you're taking. So you can do different combinations. Like with my herbs that I have roughly 30, I think, herbs, and that's powders in the actual herb itself, like broken down into like loose herbs. And I rotate it. So I'll crush them. I mill them. Y'all ain't been out in a couple of videos, so I'm gonna let her rock. I ain't gonna call her out. So she been doing good. I mill them down to powders, make my own capsules, and I have the teas. I rotate my stuff. So if you do have quite a few herbs, don't buy any more right now. Calm down, because these herbs can do multiple things. You don't have to have every herb. But the common denominator is you. You have to sustain a eating lifestyle where you are modifying and eliminating the stuff that is pointless in your life. I'm a work in progress. I'm doing this. So, and then you also balance it out with taking these herbs, drinking them twice a day. Those are your fresh-ish herbs, right? Because the clove is not really technically fresh. It is a dry herb. But now there are other herbs that you would use that are probably dry, and you can get them fresh, and they're off the tree fresh. And they're really great for use to consume and assist you with some health benefits. And I bet you when I say them, you're gonna be like, oh, okay. Cilantro and parsley, top two off my top two. But I really have a lot of herbs that I like, but cilantro and parsley, fresh cilantro and parsley, are great for one, chlorophyll. Okay, you want to keep your greens in rotation because that's going to help with the chlorophyll. What does chlorophyll do? The number one thing it does is help deodorize, meaning it helps remove toxic smells out your body. So if you consume anything processed, this includes vegan crap, but along with meats, dead anything, it's going to help diminish and release all of those smells out your body. Okay? You perspire a little more when you're eating all them processed things and them animals and things, because they come through here, they come through in your smell, they come through your poop, they come through your pee. Pump your brakes, pump your brakes. The other thing that cilantro and parsley do is help remove heavy metals out your body, which is another toxin that does not need to be around. So I like to juice these items and I like to eat them. Um, yeah, so that's pretty much it. Those are the things that I wanted to just, tap in on and speak on because I see so many people and have so many conversations with people who um we have conversation and they say, "Oh yeah, I have that. Oh yeah, what do you think about me getting this? Oh yeah, what do you think about what are you changing on your behalf? On your behalf, before adding anything to the pot, what are you changing? Because if you're gonna keep continuing doing everything you're doing, it's pointless in buying all of these herbs. It's pointless in buying all of these anything. It's pointless. Okay, you're wasting your money and your time. If you're really not ready to like even modify, which means like diminish it down a little bit, don't even buy any of the herbs and start with what you have. Okay, because um, healing and helping yourself, CELLF, is not hard. It's not complicated. It's challenging, of course, but you're worth it. You are not going to just give anybody your car keys if you have a car. Whatever you have in possession that is priceless to you, you're not going to just let anybody come and take that away from you. And that's literally the same thing you have to think of when it comes to your health. Stop letting these things that have no life, no value come and take over. I know it is an unlearning thing. It's an unlearning process for you, for us to do. Um, but apply it. Put it in one area. So like, bam, I got these herbs in my house. I heard what Marisha said. I got these 4 things. I've been buying them before. I've been seasoning them before. Um, and you can add lemon to. You can do a ginger and clove tea. If you juice cilantro and parsley, you can add lemon to it, or you can add cucumber to it. That's a great drink. Cucumber, cilantro, parsley. I do watercress and lemon. It is so good. But lemon makes everything taste a little bit more better. But that woo 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 woo, you're like, maybe it's a little bit, right? A little twang. But just remember that you could say, when that bothers you like that, be like, I consume alcohol and it's killing me. So I can consume this because it's helping me live. Okay? Um, Start small. Start small. Okay? You don't need to fit in. There's nothing to fit in. There's nothing to fit in. Be yourself with yourself all the time. Why you gotta fit in? Okay, you gonna go in the room and you're gonna be the person with the least amount of herbs. Okay, but you know that those herbs is working. You can call them out by their name. You know how they look. You ain't doing it because somebody else told you to. Okay, that is all I have to talk about. Oh, a lie. Combining, which I already kind of said, makes it more powerful. So if you have the ginger by itself, that's cool. If you have the clove by itself, that's cool. But we know it takes two to make a thing go right. It takes two to make a right. So combining these herbs, like if you have cilantro by itself, that's cool. If you have parsley by itself, it's cool. But dynamite to make it do what it do. And that is all I have to say. Just remember that you are powerful like these herbs because I am that I am like the herbs that I am. Anyway, until next time, you already know, I will talk to you soon. Peace.